Hi, my name is Emma. Life hasn't been easy for me since I was 37 years old. Lily is 11 years old, and Ethan is 7 years old. They make my life complete. I do everything for them. I was very young when my mother died. After a few years, my dad also passed away. Even though I thought the worst was over, life still had more to offer me. I thought my marriage would last forever when I got married young. His words, "I no longer love you," were heard after 12 years. He then left. Ethan was only 2 years old. There were no calls, messages, help, support, or anything else. After that, it was just my kids and me. Our room is small and is in Vista Creek. It's not much, but it's our home. Some months it seems impossible to pay the rent. I don't have a college degree, so I don't have many options. There is no way to quit. I'm a home nurse for a living. I take care of old and sick people. I cook, give drugs, and help in any way I can. That's not enough to cover all the costs, though. That's why I clean homes and businesses, too. There is no business or organization, just me. I work a lot of hours, sometimes until late at night. I clean the bathrooms, scrub the floors, and take out the trash. Some people are nice, but not all of them. Some people don't pay the full amount. Still, I keep going. My kids count on me. They had food, clothes, and a roof over their heads. No matter how sick, tired, or sad I am, I keep going. I watch them at night when they finally fall asleep. These little hands are mine. I hold them, kiss their foreheads, and whisper. Our lives will get better someday. This thought keeps me going. Then something happened one night. It was pouring down rain. I was on my way home with Lily and Ethan after work. There were no people in the streets, and it was very cold outside. Lily put out one hand. Ethan had the other one. "Mama, I'm cold," Ethan said in a low voice. I got close to him and wrapped my scarf around him. "I'm almost home, sweetheart, almost home." Then a bright light showed up. There was a big crash. It all turned black. I saw a blue sky when I opened my eyes. There were machines that beeped and the smell of drugs. I was in the hospital. I felt panic in my chest. My kids, where did they go? A nurse quickly showed up. She said in a soft voice, "They're safe, don't stress." I cried all the time. After a few minutes, the door opened. 2 small people came in. They cried out, "Mama," and hugged me tight. Holding them, I felt both relief and fear. The doctor then showed up. His face was alert. "Your leg is hurt," he told her. "You need surgery and weeks of rest." What did I say? Rest? I can't rest. I have to work. I pay rent. I have my kids. He slowly shook his head. "You need to heal right now." The bad news kept coming. The cleaning stuff I borrowed was broken. I also broke the front of a high-end store by mistake. They told me I owed $25,000. I was having trouble breathing. That night, I quietly cried into my pillow after the kids went to sleep next to me. I had no idea how we would make it through. Then something strange happened. My story went online the next day. People saw my kids, the fight, and the crash. Messages from strangers started coming in. Some people sent cash. The phone then went off. "I heard your story," a deep voice said. "I'd like to help." I felt both fear and hope in my chest. "Who are you?" I asked softly. He told her, "You will see soon." After 2 days, a group of people came into my hospital room. They brought food, flowers, and warm clothes for the kids. Then a young man came forward. "My name is Ryan," he said softly. "I know your story, but you don't know me. I'd like to help." My eyes were filled with tears. "Why?" I spoke softly. He laughed. "I can because I can." Ryan and his group paid for everything at the hospital. They came back after weeks and told Emma, "Come with us." They took us to a house. A big, beautiful house, not just any house. "This is yours," Ryan told her. I froze. "For us?" I said in a whisper. "Yes, no more rent. Don't worry anymore." He smiled and said, "This is yours." I got down on my knees and cried. Lily and Ethan gave me tight hugs. We felt safe for the first time in years. We were free. The next month, Ryan asked, "What is your biggest dream?" "I have always wanted to open a salon," I said after a short pause. I ran my own business with his help. I'm no longer just getting by. I have a home, food, and am happy. Ryan did more than just help us. He told me that there are still good people in the world. You should never give up hope. I had nothing to begin with. We have a house, a business, and most of all, a happy family. Do not give up when things get tough. Kindness can find you even when things look the worst. There will be better days. Do not stop. This story was fun to read. Please like, comment, share, and follow if you did.